Hey guys, this is day 13 of exploring every neighborhood in New York City, and I'm starting with the borough of Manhattan and going to Murray Hill today. So Murray Hill gets a bad rep, but I try to go into every neighborhood with an open mind, so I started out with a coffee and then went over to the Ford Foundation, which is a gorgeous nature-filled space, and it's completely free to use and is starkly different from the noisy city surrounding it. There's also views of the Chrysler Building from 2nd and 3rd Avenues, as well as plenty of office high-rises and tall apartment complexes. It seemed like this neighborhood was really getting ready for the holidays, decorating trees and putting up lights early in the morning, and since it was early in the morning, I first stopped in Grand Central, right on the edge of Midtown and Murray Hill, to give you somewhat of a view of the morning rush. Then heading up Pershing Square, you'll still see a lot of white-collar workers in suits, and that's kind of the theme of this neighborhood I've seen. A lot of men with desk jobs in suits or vests. This cool-looking building right here is the American Copper Building, and that bridge in between is actually a pool, which I think is so cool. But this is Charlotte Cafe, really cute Italian cafe if you ever want to go. And you can also see the Empire State Building from a lot of different areas on here. And on Park, they have some cool statues right now of different kinds of animals and figurines. There's also plenty of consulate buildings thanks to the proximity of the UN that was Poland, so shout out Little Boat. But this is the Morgan Library and Museum. I couldn't get a better view because it does cost to get in, but it is a pretty cool space if you ever get the chance to go. This is a filming trailer for Law & Order SVU, which I think is always filming in New York. This is the House of Lasagna, which has been around for 40 years and is known for, of course, their fresh lasagna. And then this is Katagiri Grocery, which is the oldest Japanese grocery store in the USA. The ginormous MetLife building is always looming over Park Avenue, and the AKC Museum of the Dog has a lot of fun dog-related art. This is Sniff and Court, which is a historical landmark, which is also featured on a pretty famous album cover, so I'll let you try and figure out which that one is. You'll find quite a few pubs, although they're mostly used for after-work happy hours, as nightlife is not this neighborhood's strength. There's a ton of great lunch spots, from great Korean food in the nearby Koreatown and plenty of Indian restaurants in which locals refer to as Curry Hill. I heard great things about Sarge's Deli, so I stopped in to check it out to see if they really had the best pastrami in New York, and well, it was my first pastrami in New York, but I thought it was good and oddly sweet. Other things to note are the obscene amount of Starbucks and office buildings on 3rd and Lexington Avenue, and then more of the bodegas and fruit stands on 2nd. And that's about all the Murray Hill I could take for today.